today, and those are some of the ones that will be kind of given out to all the folks. And so what we're gonna do is we have multiple museums and multiple metaverses, kind of as Caleb has talked about. What we're going to do today is actually a tour of the Cryptovoxels Museum. And then we're going to go ahead and teleport to our African market in Cryptovoxels, where there's all different kinds of wearables from African and Black creators. If you guys wanted to, stop being naked yourselves, in here. And then after that, we were gonna actually we're gonna do the wearable after this museum. We're gonna get everyone's wallet information for that, and really, and then at that point, we're gonna go to the market, check out there, and then at the market, there's actually a lot of different Black creatives who have wearable projects and have their HQs in this metaverse. We're going to teleport and check out a couple of those metaverses. And at the end, we're going to come back here. You see those two spinning pyramids. If it's familiar, should be familiar to folks. Does anyone know what those are? Does anyone want to say it?
Okay, I do, but I'll keep it to myself.
It's fine. It's fine. So it's the symbol of Decentraland, the symbol of mana. And so that would teleport you to our 9-plot estate in Decentraland. And at the end, it's under construction. We're going to show you some of the towers that we're building out there in the Afroverse estate. And so that's the itinerary for today's tour. Anyone have any questions or thoughts or anything before we just hop in?
Well, I had a question. Is this, what we're looking at, is this built on Flow, or what chain is this on?
So this is on the Ethereum chain, and so is Decentraland, the other location we'll be going to. We have a 1x1 and a 3x3 estate in Matrix Worlds, which is built on the Flow chain, but that's yet to release. Cool.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So what motivated you to do this? Like how did you guys come up with this, and when did you guys start?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, so it was built by, actually, if you want to start the tour through this question, if you want to follow the person in the black dashiki, you see where he's going?
Mm-hmm.
Follow over here. And so,
oh yeah, if you guys hit F, you can fly. So that means you don't have to walk.
Yeah, and sorry, there's a tutorial, and there's actually TVs on every floor that give you tutorials. But you click, you move your mouse to look around, and you use your arrows to move. A best practice is to really only move forward and click up on the D-pad, and then just use your mouse to look and kind of direct where you're going. But if you look over here, if you come closer to where we are over here, you'll see that it was developed by NFT, which is, kind of a Web3 Black-owned kind of developer project team, and it's owned by Black Santa, and we're kind of a group of Web3 metaverse real estate investors. It's really interesting. We bought lots of land. If you come in closer, you can see a little bit more on those plaques and everything. But we bought basically a lot of land in a lot of these different metaverses. And it hit us one day that, while we were kind of planning on just holding on to this land for a good amount of time and then selling it for a higher value, that we probably should be doing things on it, especially kind of, one day, one of the lands we're in Cryptovoxels, we named Africa, and I was looking for it. And when I did AFR, I did see Afro droids. When we wrote AFRI, we saw that Africa was the only thing in the whole metaverse that said kind of African anything, right? And so we're like, hey, instead of just holding this land, we should probably actually kind of build, experiences and things on top of it, as well. And so, we invested lots of, money into buying lots of art from all the top kind of African and Black and creators from across the diaspora, and really building these experiences. So
that's amazing. I think I recognize this the one to the right, this plaque. Is that Black NFT art?
Yeah. It's one of the, and we actually did this in our store too. It's one of the Rise collections. That's 500. For all Rise collectors that are in their club. So just to kind of show that we are kind of, Rise collectors. Because I think that you know, when you think about kind of the metaverse and things like this, you've got to think about some of these kind of assets and creation of community. You know, you've got to kind of put it out there. It's good to own one, but it's also good to put it out there that you have one, so other folks are like, oh, this is actually something of value that we could be having, you know, and stuff like that, and then kind of opening up to more people. That's what we like to be in metaverses, where, you know, it's not like, yeah, like a spatial we just hop in, but it's like it's part of a community. Like we're on an island, we have neighbors, there's people who kind of just walk around and have parties and do stuff in this world. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wait, so
Cool.
Black NFT art, I think, is connected with Umba, which is one of the grantees, Iris.
Yes, yes, yes. So actually,
That's
so
so
we have
cool.
one of these up in our market, but we typically don't have it at the museum. But because today we thought, you know, we should, and it actually looks good. I think we'll probably keep it.
That's awesome. I love that. I got me really excited. I was like, oh shit. Not that was
Nice.
gonna be the case.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, well, hey, let's dive in because we got a tour definitely, and so
Okay.
okay, if you come follow the black dashiki over here, you'll see
I
what's
got
on each
fast mode.
floor.
This is awesome.
Oh yeah.
How do you
So
turn
just
fast
come.
mode off? Sorry.
Oh, what's up? Oh, I
How do
don't
you turn
know.
fast mode? Okay,
Oh, I don't know about fast
cool.
mode.
I'll figure it
But
out.
yeah, if you look at the plaque, you'll see the first floor is the ANC Ubuntu exhibit. That's the African NFT community. You'll see their logo over here on the wall. And this is through May and July. And so we actually, it's over about 60 artists, and they had this exhibit. And every 2 weeks, we've been changing the art to highlight new artists. We actually had a launch party on the rooftop when it kicked off. I think there might be a video of that launch party on the rooftop. If you guys want to kind of check it out, and kind of collaboration from that perspective. The second floor is, because typically it's art that we've bought and owned, but as we do these different kind of events and exhibits with different kind of community groups, we'll kind of have limited time kind of exhibits, just like this one that actually ends end of this month. It's actually going to be coming down tomorrow. This is the last day of the Ubuntu exhibit. If you guys kind of want to take it all
Oh,
in.
nice.
And when you come tomorrow, we'll be back to kind of, you know, just kind of the traditional. The second floor is an Afrofuturism exhibit, just all different kind of, you know, Afrofuturism like we've kind of got. The third one, if you guys know the One Ma Collective, they're kind of based out of Senegal, and so there's this big exhibit they're doing in Dakar for the Dakar Biennale, and it's Forging the Future. They have all these NFT artists building these things, and have AR exhibits actually in Dakar. And so in addition to that, from June to September 10th, they've also been doing an exhibit with us where basically every 2 weeks we've been kind of changing the art. And so between this and the Ubuntu exhibit, actually highlighting over 100 artists in between kind of, I think it's between May and September. And so that's going to be on the third floor. They also have a few dream houses, if you guys know about that, in Spatial. No, sorry, not in NFT Oasis. And so from there, you can teleport to some of the exhibits that they have that are, you know, not affiliated with the museum, but that One Ma Collective was doing as part of this celebration in the NFT Oasis, which I think might only be accessible via VR headset. Awesome. And then the rooftop has kind of pools and, you know, big movie, and then you can teleport to the market. Excellent. So hey, if you don't know about the African NFT community, I highly suggest you click this logo. It's a beautiful logo over here on the left-hand side. Yeah, what kind of where I'm floating at, perfect. And just so you can like follow them on Twitter and kind of learn more about them. They're really kind of, you know, strong community. For all these art pieces, you know, if you click on the art piece itself, it'll show you. You just click it, and once you click it, don't click with the left click.
Left click. Oh, sorry, I'm on the left-hand mouse. Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
I clicked it. Oh, there it goes. Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. So yeah, when you click it, you'll see who created the NFT, who owns it. You can go to the OpenSea if you scroll down and actually, the OpenSea at the top, and actually like purchase one if there's multiple editions. Like I said, these are we're doing an exhibit, so a lot of these are for sale because of this exhibit. But kind of when it's normally it's just kind of one of the ones we have. And then if you look at the plaque that's under it with the artist name, if you click that, it actually will link you to the artist Twitter page. So if you want to follow the artist,
So
learn more
cool.
about them, see more about their collection. So all of these are different kind of artists chosen for this exhibit. If you look up here on the right hand, this big thing, this TV on under. So all these TVs on every floor work. and if you click it, it'll actually teach you how to play, like give you kind of the, hey, click the screen, move around, and then it will also give you a tour of the museum. It gives you a tour of the kind of when we owned it, so it's kind of not any of these kind of temporary exhibits, but gives you a tour of that floor. So each floor has its own kind of TV and kind of different kind of tour and kind of how to play.
Okay, can I stop real quick, I mean?
Yeah, what's up?
So let's just go over quick, like how to move around here. Besides
Yeah,
people standing. So you just want to give an advice again on like how to
yeah,
point with
most
your mouse
definitely.
and-
So I think just if you can't move right now, take 3 steps. Okay, 1, click escape. Okay, just to make sure you don't have mouse control, so you can see your mouse again. And then when you can see your mouse, click the screen. Right. I'm sorry. Left. Click the screen. And then now when you move your mouse, your screen should move. So as you move your mouse, you're looking around now. And so now go to the 4 arrows on your keyboard, the up, down, left, right, and just click for the up one, right? Click up, and then you should be able to walk. And then so if you turn to the left and click the up, you'll move left. If you turn to the right and click up, you'll move right. So just move around with your mouse and then click up to move. Okay, and that's how to be moving around. And then when we talk about clicking things, just go and left click the NFTs, and then you'll see who owns it,
So cool.
who created it. You can kind of view it on OpenSea. When you click view on OpenSea, it'll open a new window, so don't worry, you won't get kicked out. You can go kind of collect a few things you might want to purchase while ETH is low. Well, relative, right? ETH, right? Anyway, yeah, so in here you can see a lot more, awesome pieces, from Kel Savage and Good Phil and Neta and Balafama, Phil Hill as well. And like I said, this is actually the last day we'll have this exhibit up. We're taking it down tomorrow. As you can see on top of the logo over here, it says May through July 2022. So it has been awesome. The launch party was really cool. We actually had the first artist from Niger, the West African country of Niger on top of Nigeria, who performed in the Metaverse. He lives in Tanzania and did a live Metaverse rooftop concert performance. We actually promoted him for the first time ever. His name's Monster Dadith. And for the launch party for this exhibit. So it's really been cool. And actually for the first 3 rounds, we actually had a party every other week for the exhibit. So it's been a lot of fun with that. And in that time at NFT NYC, actually, on our rooftop, we actually did a collaboration with them. And I was actually at NFT NYC with a couple other folks. And one of the parties they had the art in that party, but it was also on our rooftop, which was really cool to kind of
wow.
Awesome.
So it's like IRL and in the Metaverse?
Exactly. And we've done that a couple times. We did the Kenyan Mft Summit, which was in Nairobi, but also someone on our team actually helped to run it. And so it was also in our Metaverse. And actually had a big screen at the event, which was always playing the Metaverse, so they could be seeing what folks were up to in there,
That's
while
so cool.
things were going on out here. And so if you guys know about ETH domains, you see a lot of people like the edbong.eth, jiang.eth. So you see the sign here says ENS domain gallery, ETH domain gallery. And so in here, it looks like blue boxes, but if you click them, you'll see ETH domains we own from kind of across kind of different, African cultures. So we got, Swahili.eth, Zulu.eth, Ashanti.eth, West Africa.eth, Hausa.eth, Hutu.eth, right? Obviously Black Santa.eth. And so just different, rolling .eth gallery that we've collected. And so you can kind of check out some of these. And there's some .eths on the other floors as well.
It's such an interesting collectible to have. Like a wallet address on display in a museum. It's like truly like Web3, but that's really cool.
It's pretty Web3, right? Just because it is like, an asset and a utility, but also kind of, a collectible one,
Yeah,
so,
it's kind of swag.
Okay, well, let's hit the second floor, folks.
I just have to shout out Jeremiah. This avatar is so sick. I'm like mad jealous. That is dope.
That
So
is
cool.
lit. Yeah, those are they like revamped, and that's like the newest models. Okay, the spiral staircase. I believe in y'all. Okay, it might take a couple times, but let me tell you, the second floor is so much sweeter after you've fallen off a couple times. And so
You guys want to follow me?
I'm gonna need you to get there no matter what, Caleb, because you're doing the share screen. Oh, there you go. Look, you make it look so easy. See, everyone's going to be coming
I'm
up.
getting
Now,
it
that's a tutorial if I've ever seen one. Look at you. You made it to promised land. You made it to
Oh, snap.
Afrofuturism. You've made it to Afrofuturism, my friend. And so you see, we have
Okay.
Black Twitter.eth. You know, I think we have Black Twitter.eth and African Metaverse.eth up here.
Oh,
And
damn.
then all these different pieces. So a couple I'd want you to kind of click and show for the recording that particularly because they move, would be this one over here. If you turn around to this,
Love this one.
yeah. So the outer national. So I want you to go full screen on that. Exactly. And you'll see, and so it's like, and he's actually, I believe, of Jamaican descent, Idris Viech, and he's
Wow.
there's three of these, outer nationalists, 1, 2, and 3, and this is we have one of them. They're all one of ones. It's interesting as you'll see at the end of this hall, there's another moving piece, and that one's also a one of three, and it's also the number 2 that we had. That's by Vince Frazier. It's the number 2 that we have for that Vince Frazier piece, and it's the second floor, which we like, and I have all the 2s as well. Oh,
Can
okay. Jay Long not only looking good, but also making it to the second floor.
I, all
Love it.
right.
Thank you. But there's a lot of other great Afrofuturistic pieces in here, and these are all kind of you saw a couple from the Meta Knights project and stuff, profile picture project, with these kind of Afrofuturistic women. You've got the Afro droids here. This one has the Nigerian flag shirt and kind of says help on it, and so there's just a lot
Which one is that?
oh, that
Oh,
one's right
oh
here,
yeah.
the Afro droid, yeah.
Oh, somebody else made it upstairs. Nice.
Yeah. I love it. They're not slow. They're just taking it. It's too much to take in downstairs. We didn't do enough. That's
Can't
really
rush
what
through
that's
a
designed.
museum.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
You
Wait,
can't
so I have a
rush
question for
them.
you. Like, just and feel free, you don't have to answer this, of course, but like what is the price range for some of these like pieces of art?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, so the 2 pieces you just saw that moved were about half an ETH. So the issue is like, how do I tell you the price? Because we're buying a lot of these things at 4K, and so like
Uh-huh. Yeah.
like we bought an Osinachi piece, which isn't there, but will be there once we revert the first floor tomorrow. But that's over $30,000 when we purchased that. That's an
Wow.
African NFT artist in the metaverse. I mean, we currently, if you go to Black Santa Foundation, you'll see that we have 3 bids out for 3 pieces right now. One's a vintage Mozart that's like one ETH, and the other's like a Yin Kore that's 0.75, right? So
Wow.
it's when things are priced in ETH, it's like going to Europe and using coins, but they're like $2, right? It's like
Yeah,
you always
exactly. Yeah. Exactly. That's cool. So these are significantly I mean
Oh
they're
yeah, no. So if you
valuable pieces and they're rare.
literally when you click the piece, just click it, and then click the view on OpenSea. And then it will, yeah, and then you'll see kind of the price. So this one's out of 10. So this one's a 1 of 10. So there's 10 of them. And it's the prices, the prices in ETH, right? So
Mhm.
0.005. So a couple $100.
Oh, that's really cool. Wow.
Oh, maybe like 100. But yeah, so that's you can check for all of these. You can just click them, go to OpenSea. So except for that one, that's actually the only one in the whole museum that isn't, and that's because that is it's a Polygon piece, and they haven't enabled that for Polygon OpenSea in here. But that's the only Polygon piece we have. I know there's kind of a
Wow.
Tez. I know there's a Tez fad right now, and it's because there's a lot of Nissan Harriman is kind of got $1 million and is investing a lot of money there. But for us, we still, I think, mainly prefer purchasing on ETH just from a collector perspective.
Hmm. I click on this one.
That's a burner boy. You should be able to.
What?
Yeah,
I
No, dude, that's the piece. It's a burner boy. It's a piece of on him, and it's like his lyrics. There's a lot of people in here might be glitching out, not letting you click it, but
yeah,
yeah,
it's only
that's by
that's cool.
yeah, it's
Uh,
by Iman X.
wow. Okay, cool. So can we take a second real quick to see if anybody has any comments or wants to share something they've seen? Because
Yeah,
um, yeah, and I'm proud of whoever made it to second floor. It's pretty cool. But yeah,
yeah.
what do you guys think so far? feel free to unmute.
I think this is amazing. I actually have a question for my artist friends. How do these pieces come to your attention?
Great question.
That's a really good question. You know, I think at this point we do have kind of like a sizable kind of Twitter, and kind of we're tagged in lots of pieces that we see. We have a team of curators, and so the curators are tasked with, of course, kind of going out and finding some are artists, some are just around. I tell you though, like, we did a very, as you can tell by the museum, sizable investment to start. Though we have been buying a lot of art since, but to start, it was really interesting because, like, none of us were in the NFT world. We were in the crypto world, but, like, the other two people I did this with in the NFL, right? And so, like, it's very, like, we would not get, so we really just found stuff that, like, kind of touched us. And on the back end, we started going to Twitter Spaces. On the back end, we started, I mean, you look on the blockchain to when we started our Twitter page and when we started buying, like, it was later, right? So, like, we really didn't know in the beginning. It was just, but it ended up being, like, now that we kind of look back, folks that are kind of highly regarded. Though there's a couple who are just like, oh, that's like not a good, just, you win some, you lose some. But at this point now, we do have a team of curators that kind of goes out there, finds
Oh, wow.
things. Yeah, Ness Rocks is one of them. She's in the Discord. We are, yeah. So, yeah.
I saw Iris on the line. I wanted to show her this. Did you see this, Iris, already? Just on mute. I think you might be on mute. But yeah, I just wanted to see that. It's pretty cool.
Hey guys, yeah, I did see. I was listening earlier.
It's so cool. I was not expecting to see that.
You.
Yeah, I hope that was kind of a potential, way that you thought it could be used, kind of, as like kind of marking good spots in the metaverse.
Absolutely, I love it.
That is so cool. Look, I'm gonna fly back upstairs.
Dope. Okay, well then, hey, let's hit the third floor.
Okay.
And like I said, we're doing an exhibit with One Ma Collective right now. So let me get that. Let me turn on the fireplace for you, though. Let me get the vibes going a little bit. Okay, and so
you
yeah,
can get elements in the museum from your screen at Cryptovoxels?
Oh yeah. I mean, we built it so you can do things like, obviously, like, we're one of the ones who can build it. I'll say, like, so if you look around now, I just made it more shadowy a little bit because of the fireplace. So you can like kind of see, you can see like the warm kind of earthy, kind of thing. But yeah, so this is so you can see Forging the Future, June 11th to September 10th. So, like, this is an exhibit. So if you actually come up to this sign over here, it'll give you all the information. So if you come out here a little bit, and you just look at this wall, the wall, yeah, right, this wall, just look at that. It will give you the information. It's Forging the Future. It's for the Deca Biennale, well, I just meant like reading the sign, not actually clicking.
Okay.
My bad. Yeah. And like, yeah, so from June 11th, if you kind of step back, you'll see kind of the big sign on the wall. But from June 11th to September 10th, we're going to be highlighting different kind of artists. It's the same as the first floor, except they're doing a partnership with Known Origin, which is not OpenSea. It's a different kind of marketplace. And so the way it works is in the same way that one piece from from Polygon didn't display the metadata because it was a different chain. The Cryptovoxels' native release has only built really deep integrations with OpenSea. And so for these ones, if you click the NFTs here, you won't get all that data. You'll get a URL. But then when you click the URL, you can go to the page where you can kind of buy the art and kind of see it. And so all of these pieces are actually in one collection, which is kind of for this Genesis Africa collection. But all the artists are kind of the way Known Origin does it. You can kind of have split up, two creators on the same one. So this is this floor.
This is really cool. And so what one MA is it's an art group again, like
exactly, based out of West Africa. And so if you see these big ones, if you go up to the one really closely, you'll see that right next to it, really small, it says MA on the sign.
Okay.
And that's because the One Ma Collective. Yeah, so that's why those ones are everywhere. And then over here, this NFT Oasis thing is that thing I was talking about where they partner with NFT Oasis. So for a limited time in their big metaverse, that's like I think it might be native to Oculus and headsets. You can actually they have a whole display with this art with these same artists for the same exhibit there, and they have teleportation there to here too. So we talked to them in like
Wow.
equal teleportations. When you have that one, you can kind of pop in here. When you're here, you can pop in there.
Interesting.
Awesome. Cool. Well, hey, let's head to the rooftop.
All right.
But definitely anyone can ask any question, anytime.
Love it.
Okay, the rooftop. This is where the party's at.
No snap.
It's chill times right now, so not too much. Sometimes we have kind of different African leaders here as well and stuff. We controversially have Elon Musk up there when we do that. That's a conversation for another day. But
Oh snap.
I digress though. So we've got a pool up here. You see this, if you click this movie theater thing, you'll see actually I think I think this is actually a pregame for the Kenyan Mft Summit. So not the Ubuntu launch, but just different kind of videos of different experiences.
So
And we
cool.
always have a giant floating Africa. So if you watch that video, actually, you'll see that for that time, it was a giant spinning Kenya because of because it was a Kenyan thing. So we had the giant spinning Kenya with the Kenyan flag. But if you look now, we have the giant spinning Africa as we normally do. And right now we have a version with all the different African flags. But yeah, so we host events. If you go to our website, and the plaque for the website was on the first floor, but you can see all the events we do and stuff like that.
This is so cool. I want to come to the next party for sure.
Yeah, most definitely.
Get invited.
But hey, I mean, honestly, I think as far as the wearables go, it'd probably be easiest, I guess, if everyone that came just sends their and we'll find a way to make sure it's everyone that came, right? But just sends their Ethereum domains to you, and then we just need a list of that of who to send the dashikis to, and we get you all different dashiki in case folks have to go, because I know we're coming to time. But I did want to take you to the African market if you've got some more time, just to show that, and then yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna teleport there.
Okay, cool. Oh, look, jumping the gun. He's out. This man teleported already. Okay.
Oh wow,
Nice.
this is cool.
Welcome to the African market. So, this is for, and actually, let me just put a link in here in the chat so everyone doesn't have to go to the rooftop and teleport. But this is, so that other place was obviously a museum, very artistic. But as you guys also noticed, you were all naked in there the whole time, right? And so, this is a store where it's a store, but we're not really selling anything, right? In reality, we bought one of each of all of these pieces from all of these different, black NFT wearable creators. And because we bought one, we can then put them in our museum. So we've been able to kind of curate a mall, right? Where you can come say, hey, I'm naked in the metaverse. And I just put the link to the market. And so if you're naked in the metaverse, you can come here and see all the shoes, see all the heads, even these full body models that you see with the afros. The afro is a different, NFT than the head and the body, right? So you can really kind of, create yourself, in the metaverse, right? And the really cool thing about this is that we worked with the Thurgood Marshall College Fund. So they have a Meta Scholars program to kind of train, HBCU students who want to learn about Web3 because it's, part of the, there's a skills gap, right? And so, and yet Caleb will be looking at it. And so we were kind of mentors in the program. And then after the summer, some of them said, hey, we're really interested in learning more about the metaverse. And so we actually have been meeting weekly with them, on Tuesdays for the last 7 weeks and training them how to build the metaverse and building this mall with them. So that plaque you see is actually the name of the 5 students we worked with, which they made and kind of is on there too. And so this is kind of course, just like the last one, developed by NFT, but kind of they were doing it while training these students, and hopefully the next generation of Metaverse, Black developers and creators.
That's awesome. That is awesome. It's so cool that you work with those folks too.
Hopefully hire.
Yeah, I see Hector's on the call. I had to pull up these shoes. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, I was checking those out.
Yeah, give them while they're there. I mean, there's some really good projects. Oh, what's up?
Oh yeah, so Hector, you want to talk about Rares real quick?
Yeah. Just real quick. So Rares is a platform that lets people trade shares in high value sneakers. So you can buy fractional ownership of high value shoes and collectibles. And we also are launching a NFT project, which is really around giving people something for taking an L on the sneakers app. So you try to get a shoe on the sneakers app, you can't get it because it's sold out. You get an NFT that comes with other to kind of rewards you for taking an L. So that's Rares in a nutshell, and our NFT project in a nutshell.
That's really cool. Thanks, Hector. And I put you on the spot, man. That's really cool. This is amazing. So you can look at everything here and buy everything basically. Even these shoes out here.
Yeah, if it's for sale. So here's the thing.
Try it on.
The ways, and some of them you can try on, depends on their preference. So I mean, like, let me like.
I don't think it's supposed to go on my head, but I don't know how to do it.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, how's that on your head?
Let's see.
What did you try out anyway? So there's 2 TVs up here as well, which will just play like different. One's a tour of the museum, one's a tour of the market here. And then if you look at this plaque, you'll see kind of what's on this floor. We've got the displays on this floor. The second floor is the different designer brands and the fitting room, which of course, we gotta be a little extra, have a fitting room. And then we have displays and checkout we have hangout and events on the rooftop. And so if we come up here, the cool part about this floor, well, one is that we do have the BNA Rise token up here again. But the other thing is we have these different brands of kind of Black creators already created in the metaverse, and all of these people have their own headquarters in the metaverse. So you're able to teleport to their place, because for example, when you look at Afro droids and Cryptovoxels, right, which are kind of this one and this one over here, these are highly successful profile picture projects, right? And so the way that they operate is they sold out these profile picture projects, and then as additional utility, they gave away these wearables to the people who have them. And so the only market for them is for people who recognize they got them and then are selling them, which isn't that much. So like these are all the crypto, like I think they probably made 11 because it's all the different jerseys have numbers for crypto rosters, but these are the ones on sale that we could get. We just snagged the Jamaican one like a few days ago, right? And so like, but that's versus like some of these other projects, like, Dashiki NFT over here, or Maison de Rachad, right? Where it's really, they're focused on, actually the wearables. Actually, Maison de Rachad, he's a big supporter of crypto rastas and owns a lot of them. And you can see some of the shirts he's selling in the metaverse have the crypto rasters characters from the NFT he owns on it, if you can tell.
Wow. That's crazy.
Different level of age.
Dang. So you can get an NFT and then you can put it on your own wearable t-shirt, and they're both NFTs. It's like hella meta.
Wild, right? So I heard you like NFTs, so
yeah, it's gonna go stack on stack on stack.
But it's just like us. I mean, you saw our logo for Black Santa is Shaq has a project called Shaq Gives Back, where it's like 10,000 pictures of Shaq or whatever. And we got the one that has the Shaq Christmas hat and the Shaq, Christmas like shirt, right? So it's like black. And now we have that on t-shirts in real life. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Wow.
It's like a bio
so much
logo.
new utility.
Yeah. And so I don't know if you want to teleport around in here to see some of these ones or anything. Like I mean, folks are free to. I highly suggest. I mean, like a lot of these places that you teleport to, like are much better. Oh shit, you already teleport, man. This dude is always okay. I don't know where you went.
Me? I went
Yeah.
upstairs.
Oh, okay. I thought you
Yeah.
teleported out of here. I'm like, what?
No, I do want to go. I want to show over this. My son did a shot. This is cool, and also his neighbor is like nuts. I just want to. That's
Oh
like,
yeah,
wow.
no, Maison de Rashad is pretty lit. Definitely take folks out there. But yeah, I would highly suggest going here and teleporting to their places because a lot of their places, I will admit, are better than any of the places we built, frankly. And then these are like I mean, the Afro Droids one is like one of the OG spots like in the metaverse on Miami Island, right? Like Crypto Rastas has a whole beach. You know what I mean? And like these
Oh
beaches,
wow.
yeah. So there's like a
How
lot.
do I get to the beach?
Oh, okay, so come to the market and then come to the second floor, and then you'll see Crypto Rastas, and the markets and the link, the most recent link in the chat. And on the second floor, you'll see Crypto Rastas. Or if you're in the world, you can always just click Explorer and then search for Crypto Rastas, and it should come up. But they have a nice little beach.
Okay, thanks.
No worries.
And
But yeah.
so, before you got too far away from it, our project is focused on HBCUs as well. We are focused on esports, but we're building out physical computer labs at these places, which basically is more computing power that can be used to access projects like this. So we're definitely aligned there. I want to know, like, first of all, is the link that you gave over in chat, can anybody access it from there?
Yeah,
or
anyone can access it. Anybody can just come anytime.
Okay, because I definitely want the students to see this. And is there a way that we might coordinate efforts? Because even though we're focused on esports, there's a lot of artists in that would love to, I'm sure would be inspired by this.
Yeah, most definitely. And I'm happy to connect you with the Thurgood Marshall College Fund too. And then we just learned this ourselves, but I guess the way it works is, because it's just interesting to know, it's like the United Negro College Fund, I guess, works with private HBCUs, while the Thurgood Marshall College Fund works and supports public ones, right? And so like that's kind of the pool that they work with. And so
and we do have the a sponsorship with the UNCF. So yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. But yes, I would definitely love to do some coordination here, because this is like, it's 100% aligned, same students, and they need to see this, because I didn't even know about this until Caleb told all of us. So I'm sure they'd be hugely excited about this.
You showed me this on Tuesday, I think it was, or Monday or whatever, and it blew my mind. And I was like, oh man, I cannot wait to show this to you guys and stuff. It's like so cool. And like I kind of got it, but I didn't really get it until I got in here and started moving around. I was like, this is crazy. Like the idea that you can buy an NFT and then put it on a wearable that's also an NFT, it's like still like blowing my mind. And these artists are like really well known.
Yeah, but we're happy to collaborate on that. Best way is if you go to @AfricanMeta on Twitter. That's the best way to connect with us, and we can connect with the Thurgood Marshall College Fund and talk about different stuff in here, because we've been thinking about setting up like a Black Santa's workshop in here, because the trainings have been really good, honestly. Literally, we built this thing in 6 weeks. It'd be a lot faster if we just had our architects do it, but it's like they learned and we built, and it was just it's very good, and so we were thinking about maybe having just buying a small plot, having Black Santa's workshop, and then just having folks, it's a free place to kind of work and operate, right? Because Cryptovoxels, this world, you can have an unlimited, okay, maybe it's not unlimited, maybe we can push it, but it seems a seemingly unlimited amount of collaborators on the space. Decentraland, for example, you can only have one. So our team there has to use a shared account, right? Which obviously makes you more guarded about who can join. Right here, you can just be like, oh, what's your ETH address? Boom, you can build on my land, right? So it's more accessible from that perspective.
Huh. That's amazing.
Cool. Well, hey, did you guys want to see some of the Decentraland stuff before heading out, or?
Yeah.
Okay, dope. You're on the rooftop. Perfect. Oh, crap. Okay, let me get back.
And then before we go, I got a video I want to show it. We presented earlier this week at our all hands, I think, about this cohort.
Hey, and if you buy something in the market, how do you equip it on your character?
So you need to be logged in, but then you just click your name in the top right hand corner. And you log in with a MetaMask, any Web3 wallet. That's the login, right? But then you click your name in the top right hand corner, and then say change avatar / costume, and then you go to your costume and equip. I can send you instructions. Well, we're gonna send you instructions because you guys are all gonna get the shikis. So
I'm stoked for that. I'll
that,
change it to like a cool looking avatar.
yeah,
Not as cool
yeah,
as
yeah.
Jeremiah's, but it'd be cool.
I just bought
Um,
on a shirt. I'm just trying to figure out how to put it on.
Amazing. Very cool. Oh
Okay.
yeah, what this thing's
So,
like a go ahead.
so actually, this is a cool. Yeah, the lions are lit, and they're also wearables. It's supposed to be a tattoo, so you could actually.
Oh, wow.
This guy, he's actually the only one in all of these museums who isn't actually black. But if you click it, you see the metadata goes so hard on this, and he's actually a big creator. He's RG Banksy. And it says
Huh.
red for the blood of the martyrs, gold for the gold of Haile Selassie, and green for the fields of Africa. And he only made 8 of them and only put 3 up for sale. And we sold it. We bought the third one. He hasn't touched them since. And
Wow.
so we use them for a lot. It's like a tattoo, but I don't know where his inspiration came from. But so we just need this. We don't care who made it. And so
That's
anyway,
cool.
click to teleport. So you see where it says click to teleport for the museum?
Yeah.
Click that. Cool. Now we're back at the museum. And then what I want you to do is let me know when you're back. Oh, I can see your screen. You need to let me know. Okay, cool. Well, do you see? Sorry, not over here. Do you see where I am here?
Mhm.
Come over here and then just drop like I did. So you get back to the front. And then nice. And then click those spinning pyramids. And then open and then go to Decentraland. And then you can, for bandwidth's sake, if that's an issue, you can close the Cryptovoxels one while you go into Decentraland. But you don't have to log in. Click when you go to Decentraland, click sign in as guest, and then you'll just be right there. And then I can show you a little bit of the first floor there. Well, of the land there. Because we have a 9-plot estate in Decentraland, right? Which is like pretty large for the Decentraland standards. Because that's like the old money of the metaverse, you know what I mean? Like the Winklevosses have a mansion there, McDonald's.
Oh wow.
Like one of the JP Morgans there, and a couple countries have embassies there. Like
Wow.
Wow.
For the costumes, do I need like Matic? Because that's the thing, like you mentioned, like putting on like your NFTs. Do you buy it with ETH, or what are you selling it on Flow?
oh yeah, a lot of these. So this metaverse is on Matic. Well, the last metaverse, it can be Ethermatic, but a lot of people do Matic. The Flow metaverse isn't open yet, but we have 2 parcels there, a 3x3 and the 1x1. So once it's ready, we're gonna be, shovels ready.
Amazing. This is the building, right?
Wait. Yeah, that's it. Come closer to it. Sorry, I'm gonna get this full screen. Yeah, go to the other side. Go to the other side.
Okay.
You should maybe.
The controls
Okay.
are different.
Nice.
Wait, I'm see.
Oh no, that's it. Yeah, exactly. So you see, these are some massive towers. And so these are just 3 of the 9 plots.
Wow.
And so we've got a lot of plans. We're going to be having a big Twitter space soon with the African NFT community and kind of, talking about all the things we're going to be doing. I can confirm now that the museum will only be in one of these towers. And, and obviously the whole estate is called Afro, right? And so we're trying to do kind of a lot of different things, which includes, being able to go to different, NFT projects and NFT communities and saying, hey, free of charge, would you like an HQ in the metaverse, and kind of give out floors 1 year at a time so folks can kind of flex the muscle of having meetings in the metaverse, having an HQ in the metaverse and stuff like that. And just because, so yeah.
It's
But right
amazing.
now it's closed off, so you can just kind of go in here. We got the fountain, we got the whole balcony, just going, just. But yeah, that's a lot of what I wanted to show you guys. I know we promised 40 minutes and then went a bit over, but this is open to see someone's all the time. There's always events happening. And actually, one last thing, can you go to cryptovoxels.com? I just want to show folks. Okay, can you zoom in on that left-hand side, that list? So like these are like trending most visits. You see African Museums and Metaverse is in the top 3.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
and you'll see Maison de Rachad, which is one of these black ones I was just telling you about, brand. He's right under us. You see what I'm saying? And
Wow.
there's only 7,000 plots available here. There's going to be 70,000 like finally at the end, but like already we're in the top, and like if you go to Maison de Rachad, people are just always hanging out there, frankly. And if you scroll down even lower on that list, I believe the market's also on this list, even though we haven't even had our official launch party yet. We're going to launch
Oh,
in
wow.
late August, yeah, and it's already kind of getting this kind of traffic, right? And so, it is having kind of impact. There's always a few hundred people, in this metaverse at any given time, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. So, did want to show that before peacing out. Any other questions? Always happy to talk. The African metaverse, Discord doesn't really, it doesn't really isn't active, but Ness is in there, and then African Meta on Twitter is also there. I see some hands.
Yeah, so I didn't want to interrupt. I'm just like super curious when I see all of this. I wonder like what is your kind of plan with a future for it? Like where do you see the next big steps for it outside of collecting more art and growing the popularity and fandom of it? Like, do you have any bigger plans with it?
I mean, I'd say that like we haven't even scratched the surface of what we're like. I mean, Cryptovoxels, that museum, although stock full of content, is relatively small, right? Like one NFT world is the size of all of Decentraland, right? And Sandbox, you can walk it takes you a few minutes to walk across a parcel, right? And so could we have a whole forest of kind of masks, an Afro-futuristic city? I know, RIP NFT worlds. I know. Jeez, Louis, we were not the only ones who got hit by that. You can tell I'm still trying to believe if fetch isn't gonna work, man. It's anyway. Yeah, sorry. God, it still stings. It's okay. I digress though. Even in creating these experiences, Sandbox is going to be so big that could be a whole game. Like it's even in just mining the things you already have, like a 3x3 in Matrix Worlds is pretty massive. It's the second largest thing that they kind of even offer, and that's like an institutional offering, right? That's something that like a McDonald's or something we kind of get that, right?
Wow.
I think just building what on the land we already have is already going to open up a lot, and just frankly, no one's really doing multi-metaverse projects like this at all, right? Like there's people doing museums and this kind of, but like not in the idea of like teleporting kind of across and just kind of and honestly at its core, admittedly it is kind of a real estate deal, right?
Yeah,
So
it is.
it doesn't need to
Gallery
really
exhibition.
that much kind of long term outside of that, because of the core asset we're investing in, although we are putting a lot of money, you can go look at our active bids on Foundation literally right now. But a lot of the money is kind of in just the metaverse is growing in popularity and the underlying land assets becoming more valuable. But we do have some plans, and obviously, we'll talk about it kind of down the line if we have to do things internally. But we're gonna be busy just with the land we have for some time, so we're not too anxious.
That's awesome. That's such a great idea. Really innovative. We've got like 5 minutes left, so I just want to show this video. So there's two folks on our team, Britt and Marla. They put together a video for what we have like an all hands every other week. It's called Show and Tell. And so I presented like an update yesterday on the program to all the employees or good percentage of them. And this is the video they put together to kind of talk about the program, and they used it. They pulled from footage that's like on you guys' various social media and like online, and they also took some content they found like that I had written for the program, and they basically assembled all this stuff, just kind of pulling things. And so I just want to share with you guys. And then the intention for this afterwards is like some version of this to be able to broadcast and share externally. And so the folks, not obviously it was 23 projects, so not all of them are featured here, but the ones that are featured here, I'm going to reach out to you guys via email and see if you're okay with what we've included here, and if you'd be open to for us to share this like publicly. And then we'll have to probably go some legal things too. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, internally it's in this like closed group here, just so you guys can see it. And I'm going to share it in Discord later too. But let me see. Hold on a second. Okay. Cool. Let me know if you guys can't hear sound. Oh wait, is there sound playing?
It's playing.
Wow.
It's,
Don't hear it.
Okay, let me try this again. Okay. How about now?
there we go.
Yep,
Yeah,
it's
that's
good.
good sound.
Yeah, it's good.
Woo! All right, Keith.
Oh.
So that they should use this same ingenuity to show the black people how to pool our wealth and set up something of our own. And then we won't have to force our way into his anymore.
Hi, Mikhail.
This is so cool.
There you go.
We are a studio. We do community building in the NFT space as well. We've been doing online events since February 2021. And then we have the Unseen Gallery, which is a virtual gallery space that we just built in collaboration
All right,
with
Iris.
our artists.
Hey, Violet.
Okay, the site is totally different, but I love that you guys added that.
Hey, Milton.
Let me tell you how Black Pride sounds like. Black Pride sounds like every black man of God helping those black orphans out of the street. Black Pride sounds like Edgar Lungu coming from the ramshackles of Chahoma but still becoming a Republican president of Zambia. Black Pride sounds like Martin Luther King's becoming a speaker for every black man to be free. Black Pride sounds like every black man a posonda. That's how Black Pride sounds like.
Woof. So I guess you chilled every time. Even still, I've watched it like 7 times already. But I just wanted you guys to see that. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Cool. So we're at time. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you, Meme, for taking time to connect all of us and show us this experience. It's like amazing. I'm like super excited for it. Thank you, Luke and Christine, for coming up and joining as well. I'm gonna drop that video into a Discord and I'll follow up with you guys folks who are featured. And yeah, have a great Saturday afternoon. Thank you guys again so much. Excited.
Thanks for organizing that.
Thank
That video
you.
was
How do we
lit.
get our free gift?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. So we'll collect.
I love that. Can everyone here send Caleb your Ethereum wallet or your Polygon wallet? It should work either way. And I just need a name for everyone. I need a list from Caleb. Everyone that was here, name Ethereum wallet, and then we will send you this 22 different styles of Etashiki. We'll send you a random one, hopefully to entice you to buy the one you really want. I'm joking. But anyway, yeah. So we'll get those over to everybody once we get that list. And really thank you guys for taking time. And swing by anytime, open free to the public. Happy to kind of show people and check out our website for events on the horizon.
Cheers.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Awesome, guys.
See ya.
I see you. Have a great Saturday.
Cheers. Thank you.
Ciao.
Thanks.